So yesterday I watched a video which I thought was one of the best ARK videos I've watched for a while. It was by a YouTuber, an ARK YouTuber called Rampy, and it was pretty much called like How to Save ARK Survival Ascended. And if you haven't watched it, I really recommend you go and check it out after this video because it was so well put together. It was really cool. And today I just wanted to talk about what ARK Survival Ascended has left. You know, like it has its one, in my personal opinion, this one last chance to grow again and also bring back players. And, you know, I generally believe this is its last chance. Like, that's how sad this whole situation is. Some of you guys may think differently to me, but that's why I do these videos, so we can have debates about things in the comments section. So yeah, let's get in with it. If you guys do enjoy today's video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Please come and join our new Discord. You know, all your favorite games are in there. Power World, ARK Chats, everything. We're about 5 members away from 500. So come be the 500th member. Link is always in the description. So anyway, so the game has been doing terribly. We all know that. I've talked about it in videos. It's the worst it's ever been in its history, the last 8 years for the game. Even when, you know, in the old days of ARK Survival Evolved, you know, they would always have 70 to 80,000 players concurrently, which was just such a great thing for the game. It was always doing pretty well. And when a new DLC came out, they would shoot to about 150,000, maybe even 200,000 players because people were so excited. When Ascended launched, because of, I guess, the pricing of it and people were a bit unsure, they only managed to reach, I think it was 93,000 players, which is still insane, you know, for a new game launch. And it just shows you, you know, the sales were great at the beginning. It showed you the passion that community had to try out the new game. But now the game is only sitting at around about, what, 17,000 players at its max. In the in its like quieter days, let's just say like early on in the morning, you're lucky if the game's getting 10,000 players. It's just absolutely crazy. ARK Survival Evolved is kind of living because you can play the old maps 30, but it's got no support. So people are just playing it to, you know, just enjoying it with no support from the devs. So today, as I said, we're talking about how this game has one more chance to keep itself alive. And I'm being honest about this. This is completely the only chance I think it's got left. And that is the Scorched Earth release. I have major worries. And the reason why is because every single promise that has been made for this game so far has been failed. They've not met any dates. Everything's been delayed. I'm actually saying this has been worse than the launch of Survival Evolved because they did go through a tough time at the beginning of Survival Evolved. They said they'd learned from everything from the past, but they've actually gone backwards, which has been crazy. And they've never had dates that have been delayed this bad. So this was an update on the center a while back, which pretty much we right now would be playing this map if the dates were correct. Dolly announced, who is one of the devs at Studio Wildcard, announced saying the center, which they said, I'll just read you what they said when they made their decision. We made the decision to postpone the center as it wasn't on track to launch with the level of quality we require. Our dedicated partners who have been working on the center while we first focus on Scorched Earth need more time to make sure it meets our expectations and yours. We're sorry for this change in plans and we know it'll be well worth it when the center launches. So yeah, and they said this was talking about when the Gigantoraptor launched. So thanks as always for your support. We're thrilled to what we have in store for ARK Survival Ascended over the coming months and look forward to sharing it with you. Between the Gigantoraptor, which is launched, and Scorched Earth on April 1st, there's plenty of fresh ARK content heading your way. Now, one thing I want to mention is this post was on February 24th, 2024, and the center was meant to be launching on the 28th. So 4 days before a DLC drops, everyone is still expecting it's coming and preparing for it. They delay it. Now, this delay, by the way, is not this isn't like a week delay, a 2-week delay. This is a delay till after Scorched Earth. This is just no one knows now. We have absolutely no clue when the center's launching. Maybe it'll come after Scorched Earth. So Scorched Earth is still planned, as they said, to come on the 1st of April. But I generally believe this is their last chance to make this game something. I feel like with all the other survival games going on in the background, so much to come, if ARK don't hit these dates and actually start to shock the community with something new, release a trailer, and also maybe in the background work on something we've seen, something we haven't seen before, and release trailers for it and be in big showcases this year, I can't see the game coming back. And as a person who has covered ARK content for 8 years, I know I've been hating on the game recently. I feel like it's been well deserved. Feedback I've been giving, it hurts to see this happening to a game that built my channel, a game I've sunk thousands of hours into. And yeah, so I think that they're going to hit April 1st. I hope so. I generally think if there's a couple of days delay, I don't think that would hurt too much. But if they weren't to release this on time in that sort of space that they said, for me it's the end. I don't know if it can make it back. Power World potentially have a new they have new content on the way, and they're still sitting on numbers ARK would dream of. But they have there's an Xbox preview thing tomorrow, which is it's like a partner preview. It would be nice to see the Scorched Earth maybe being highlighted at this preview, but I don't know if it will. I really don't believe it will be. I think Power World's got something coming, which I'm looking forward to. I will be streaming tomorrow on it. But there's just a whole bunch of new survival games that are coming out. People have seen how well survival games are doing this year. This is like the year for survival games. I mean, the new Dune game that's going to be coming out, I don't know when that's going to be. There's a new game created by the No Man's Sky team. Hello Games have another one. I know these haven't had dates announced for it yet, but there's so much coming up that is just going to completely push ARK into the ground. And again, the reason why I feel so beaten and so literally feel like I've just been hit and slapped all from one side to the other side is because I've had so much faith in this game after such a long time. And I've always said they have potential to be the most leading, dominating survival game there is on all platforms, and they used to be that. Who doesn't want a dinosaur game? Everyone loves a dinosaur game. Everyone loves dinosaurs. I've said that about 3 times now, but it's so true. And a survival game with dinosaurs has been everyone's dream of a game as a kid, but it's just not fun anymore. Everyone has played the hours and hours of the same map. Like, the game launched in October 2023. There's been no new content. They've released mods. Things are getting scrapped. There was a creator program. Let me go and see if I can quickly, if I go onto the screen now and scroll across. Curse Forge were doing, so this here, ARK modding contest. This has been scrapped. Now, I think, from what I've been told, they have, if I quickly get up the news on my phone from the CurseForge Twitter account, if I can find it, they were doing this huge thing for mod creators. If I go to CurseForge, I scroll down on their Twitter account. So they're doing mods for Power World. I don't know, it was a couple of days ago, so I'm just going to have to find it. Is this it here? Oh, no, that's the Gigantoraptor mod for ARK. They did an announcement. Where is it? CurseForge. Scroll. They're doing loads for Power World, as I said. So, to raise money for the game. And this is it. Dear ARK modders and studios, we're happy to share that we're shifting towards a bigger investment in DLC level user generated content. Following the feedback from studios and the author community, we're cancelling the studio track in the Arkathon to make way for a better approach. We're shifting our focus to directly support these creators and doubling down on our guaranteed investments for studios. For more details, please visit the CurseForge Dev Discord. The studio track was cancelled, and this had so much potential. It's something I actually said the game would have benefited from years ago. And it all relies on Scorched Earth, in my personal opinion. I'm excited to see the Oasisaur, but there's many questions on the Oasisaur right now. This is the right post of it, about how people are worried about it being paid to win because you can revive dead dinos. But as I've said to you guys from over the last couple of weeks, I took a step back from ARK. I really wanted to push my channel out to somewhere it's never been before. I decided as a creator, if I want to do this dream and push my dream for the rest of my life, which I know it sounds crazy because, I mean, me thinking of I'm 24 now, turning 25 next year, and me thinking about being 40 years old and still doing this, to me, is still the dream, you know, because I love it and I don't want to do anything different. But I have that feeling of if I stick with ARK, I might not be able to do this forever. And because I don't have any trust with the studios behind it anymore. And it's sad. It's so sad because I really thought that Ascended was going to be the look into the future of this game. And if I'm honest with you guys, I got sick of the delays. I hated it. You know, all content creators are saying the same at the moment. I can't bear planning for something and it being delayed, and I got used to doing that. And since I've been covering other games such as Power World, Helldivers, they're hitting dates day after day after day, week after week. So I'm always having so much nice content I can bring out for the channel, and it's so refreshing. I've been in the best mental state I have ever been in when it comes to YouTube, all because I decided to take this step away from ARK just for a little bit. It doesn't mean, as I said, it doesn't mean I won't be creating ARK content, but it's until they step up their game, they release stuff, and they don't leave us all in despair, which is what seems to happen all the time. So, what ARK need to do, they have to hit the April 1st Scorched Earth date. They cannot scrap the Fasilasuchus creature that's coming, because they're not posting anything about this Fasilasuchus, and that's worrying me because I'm very used to them. Where's the extra live stream so we can get a picture of the Fasilasuchus up? Fasilasuchus. Now, this is meant to be joining Scorched Earth. I think it will still be on track, but with the map, but it does worry me that when Wildcard do this awful thing, like it's terrible, where they go so radio silent on things and then they announce it to you right at the last minute. And they say, like, within the last couple of days, sometimes a day before, saying something's not coming. And they don't understand the damage that does if they could just say it within a month in advance. And this is why I feel like they work to they work in these weird way where maybe they can't tell us because they don't know until the last minute. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's just anyway, back when this extra live stream happened, I was so motivated for this game, and I'm losing it day after day after day with things getting delayed. Please, Wildcard, don't let us down on April 1st. We're all sick of it. We want this game to strive. You have the best player base in history. People that would buy your stuff. People that would support your game. And I know it's not all going to be Studio Wildcard's decisions. I'm sure they are angry with certain things that have happened that's out of their control. But you would just think, if you want to succeed as a company, just make the right decisions. Be honest, be upright. Let us know what's going on. Tease us with things. Do what a good company, even if you have to watch another company to learn from them. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Please, the community is calling you out and just pleading with you to just work on these silly mistakes, which you clearly said that you had learned from the past and just haven't. Now, I'm sorry, again, my videos start off very tame and they do go off into a bit of a rant. And I do say, as I've said many times, I never show any hate to the devs. And I don't want any of you guys to ever do that, because no one deserves that in this industry. And not all of the decisions are down to Cedric, the community manager, Dolly. You know, these decisions aren't always down to them. It's the people higher up. They need to communicate. And I think it's the most important thing. Anyway, I think I've got everything off the top of my head that I want to say. I was really boiling the other day, especially when I watched Rampy's video. It's just a real shame to see everyone in this mood. So, we've got just under a month now, 3.5 weeks until the supposed launch of Scorched Earth. Let's see what happens in this space, and I'll catch you guys in my next video very soon. See you guys then.